And greetings, followers. This is weather prognosticator and meteorologist Chad Merrill, and we are going to talk about the weather forecast for the end of November. And this is the Hagerstown Town and Country Almanack website, and we have the monthly forecast on our website, as well as ways to order a copy of the 2022 Hagerstown Town and Country Almanack. Today is November 11th on this recording, and we forecasted fair weather for November 11th and 12th, followed by breezy weather, rain turning to snow in the west, and then a stretch of milder weather, followed by another round of rain and mountain snow with an active pattern for the end of November. Here's what we have going on right now. We do have a fair and mild pattern across the mid-Atlantic on this Thursday, November 11th. Do note we have a storm system across the nation's midsection that is producing rain underneath these clouds and a low pressure here swirling across the northern plains. This cold front will be moving into the mid-Atlantic very early on Friday, providing some much needed rain along the spine of the Appalachians, and that rain will continue to propagate towards I-95 as we go throughout the midday hours on Friday, and finally exiting off towards the east. And then what we have is some cooler air that will start to infiltrate behind the storm system. You can see that the band of clouds is moving east, and some of the cooler air behind it is stretching across the northern plains. And here is a look at the jet stream, because the jet stream is diving to the south across the northern Rockies. Finally, this change in the weather pattern. We've had a couple of very warm days across the mid-Atlantic and the east that will come to a grinding halt as this ridge high pressure builds into the west and sends the jet stream farther south and east, and colder air filters in, especially Saturday and Sunday. Here's the look at the temperatures in the wake of that particular front. We have 20s and 30s across the northern Rockies, and that colder air is spilling east. But in the meantime, on this Thursday, temperatures well into the 60s across much of the middle Atlantic. So here's a look at the snowfall departure from average across northern Asia for the month of October. There is research that indicates that above average snowfall in northern Asia in October can be linked with a negative phase of the North Atlantic Oscillation, which can drive colder weather into parts of North America in the early part of the winter. So we are definitely seeing a strong signal for above average snowfall across northern Asia. That was helped by a storm system that brought Beijing's first snow of the season 23 days earlier. That was last week, so the week of November 5th through the 9th. And this particular cold outbreak in China is part of the same cold air that is moving across Alaska now, that's going to dip down into the east, but this is just a transient weather pattern. However, it will bring us back closer to average to slightly below average for our temperatures. So what I'm going to do right now is share the PowerPoint presentation with you. And as we do so, we are going to see what happened is, more recently, the Arctic Circle near Russia has experienced an early freeze. As a matter of fact, there are a couple of ships that are stuck in the ice because late October to early November ice conditions, which usually have allowed for shipping along the Russian Arctic coast, has come to a grinding halt because of very cold temperatures that have created thick ice in this part of the world. And there is now an ice layer across much of the Laptev Sea and East Siberian Sea that is up to 30 centimeters thick. So the ice is growing exponentially here across the Russian Arctic Circle. That is in recent news as of Thursday, November 11th. Here are the temperature anomalies so far this month. It's been above average across much of the west, and across the mid-Atlantic, temperatures recently have been above average. But when you look at the last 10 days, temperatures near to slightly below average, with above average temperatures across the north and east. Now, as we take a look at going forward, we are going to see some large temperature fluctuations on the way. We have a Pacific trough regime in place now that will give way to an Alaska ridge regime late this weekend and early next week. That'll transition back to a Pacific trough pattern. And then once we get into late November, very late in the month into early December, we are going to transition to an Arctic high regime. So essentially, here's our temperature trends over the next several days. We will have the first accumulating snow across the Alleghenies late this weekend and early next week. And then that pattern will lift out. We will have a warmer pattern develop during Thanksgiving that will give way to a colder pattern by the early part of December. So the key takeaways is that the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast will see appreciable rain on Friday, November 12th, anywhere from a half an inch to an inch of rain area wide. And then behind it, a cold pattern will produce 1 to 3 inches of snow in the eastern Great Lakes to the Allegheny Plateau. That will be the 13th or the 15th of November. And then once again on the 22nd of November. And during that particular storm system that comes through around the 22nd, the first flurries of the season will make it east of the Appalachians, but likely no accumulation. The Northwest, I should say, will remain soggy and snowy with an influx of moisture from the Pacific. Now, the week of Thanksgiving, we'll have an early week storm. So if your plans take you traveling to Grandma's house early in the week, do expect some wet snow west of Route 220. That'll be some rain, though, for other parts of the Mid-Atlantic, and then a warmer Thanksgiving day. And then after Thanksgiving, we'll see another wet system develop the final day of Thanksgiving vacation. So we are going to be sandwiched between two weather systems early in the week of Thanksgiving and then very end of that weekend. Now, these systems will likely produce a couple of showers and storms across the deep south. And Denver, which has not seen its first inch of snow yet this season, will likely see it between the 18th and the 21st, but this is very close to the latest first inch on record, which is right around November 24th. Here's a look at the night sky going forward. On this Thursday, November 11th, we will see the moon and Jupiter visible from 5 o'clock in the evening until 10:52 p.m. Look in the south to southwest sky. We have the northern toward meteor shower, that is November 12th on Friday. And the best displays will only produce the maximum of 5 meteors per hour. Then the 17th, we have a better meteor shower for you. The best displays will be before daybreak on the 17th, but about 15 meteors per hour, one of the more visible meteor showers and most active meteor shower of the fall season. The Beaver Moon is our full moon for November. That will take place on November 19th. And then we have a partial lunar eclipse on the 19th as well. That's when the moon will pass through the Earth's shadow, and that will occur between 2:19 a.m. and 5:47 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You want to look in the western sky about a third of the way up. So you want to be above the tree line so you can see the horizon of the sky on November 19th. We also have another meteor shower, this one not as spectacular, on November 21st between 10 p.m. on the 21st and 6 a.m. on November 22nd. Bishops has several running events going on, so here's a couple of forecasts for you. November 13th, the Mason District races. The front will have pushed through, partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the 40s in the morning, mid-50s to lower 60s in the afternoon. The next forecast is Lake Akatank evening race in Springfield on November 13th. Mostly cloudy, a little bit cooler. Race temperature dropping from 52 to 49 degrees for that particular race. Some other race forecasts. November 14th is the Turkey Tumble in Georgetown. We're looking for sunny skies in the morning, becoming mostly cloudy. Temperatures in the mid-30s as you wake up, and then rising to a high of 50 degrees by about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. November 20th, we have a race in Great Falls, Virginia, looking for rain, temperatures in the upper 30s to mid-40s, with high temperatures 45 to 50 degrees. Now, Bishops has a couple of other running events. November 20th, the Fredericksburg Regional Food Bank races, looking for rain, temperatures generally in the 40s for that race. And then looking forward through the end of November, November 21st, the Prince William Forest Park race, a few spits of light rain, temperatures in the 40s in the morning, mid-40s to lower 50s in the afternoon. Northern Virginia Turkey Trots on Thanksgiving Day, mostly sunny, temperatures in the 40s in the morning with a high temperature of 55 to 60 in the afternoon. And then a race on the 27th, Haynes Point and Lake Akatank races, looking for mostly sunny skies, 40s to 50s in the morning, temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s in the afternoon. November 28th is the Henway Hard Cider Races, looking for cloudy skies, temperatures in the 40s in the morning, and then mid 50s in the afternoon. Don't forget, you can order a copy of the 2022 Hagerstown Town and Country Almanac. All you have to do is go to our website, that is almanack.com, which I will share with you here momentarily. And you can see that we have all kinds of information on our website, including the latest November outlook for Western Maryland, as well as the October outlook and some of the latest information from the Hagerstown Town and Country Almanac. If you're not a fan of the hard copy of the Almanac, you can order it in digital format by signing up for Friends of the Almanac in digital format. And all you have to do is go to View Order Options on our website. And then if you want to order a copy or of the digital copy, all you have to do is click on Buy Now under the Almanac FOTA membership program. And with that, not only do you get one copy online of this year's Almanac 2022, but you'll get the following year, 2023 as well, and one hard copy version of the current edition, as well as newsletters and past editions of the Almanac, and that is only $15. Well, thank you for joining me today. We'll meet back here at the very end of November as we look forward to the first week in December. Everyone have a happy Thanksgiving and stay safe on the roadways.